Well, hi guys, again it's Shane here at Isle of Wight Bushcraft again, and it's time for another outing, so stay tuned and join me for this October's Bushcraft Wild Camp trip out. Well, here we are folks, this is where I'm going to be camping down for the night, and right by a little lake. It's a lovely little spot, peaceful and quiet, and so I don't know if you can see that, there's a lovely little lake just there, so that'd be nice, and hopefully it's cold enough now that the mozzers have gone, so I'm going to crack on and make camp. So on this trip out, I'm sleeping on the floor tonight, and just going to put a tarp up in kind of a porch fashion, and just sleep under that tonight. It's pretty mild anyway. If it rains, it'll protect me. but it's on the floor tonight, so we get cracking. So what I'm doing now is I'm just making up some prusik loops just to put on my two ridge lines so that I can just tighten out the tarp, and it should be good to go. There we go. All I've got to do now is put put the prusik loops through the tarp loops, a couple of twigs, and should all tighten up nicely then. So there we are. I've got my tarp pegged out, ready to go, and there is a slight breeze, not much of a wind forecast. It's coming from that direction, so that should keep me pretty much sheltered. And if you notice, but I like to have the front just acting like a kind of a canopy pointing down that way. If it does rain, I was kind of thinking about it, and if the tarp is going straight up at an angle like that, I suppose you could get some along the front edge. You could get some water drips, and it could drip down on the inside of the tarp. There is a chance of that. I don't know, probably a slim one, but better to have no chance. So I thought by just dropping that front down like a canopy, any water and rain that falls on that will run down there and then just drip, and not, if it was up like that, not run down inside. So that's the idea behind that. And you can see I've got a nice little outlook. So I'll just take you around, show you around so you can see what it looks like from all angles. There we are. So it's nice and tall, nicely pegged out. I should be fine under that tonight. So I've got the tarp all ready to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay my ground sheet. I've got a ground sheet with me, and get my my sleeping system sorted out for this evening. Collect a bit of firewood. Then I can kick back and relax for a bit. So I'm just going to do that now. So it's been nice to see the change in seasons, but we're well and truly into the autumn now. So it's been, yeah, quite a change of scene. Certainly from September to late October. So this is the last day of October. It's yeah, quite autumnal, but mild for the time of year. Anyway, so this is the ground sheet I've got, so I'm just going to lay this down under there, and then I'm good to go. So all I've got to do now is just peg that out, stop the wind lifting it. So I've bought Big Daddy tonight, the old Van Gogh Symphony Grand, or Grand. Remember, the first one I went out in actually. This is a lovely sleeping bag. It's big, but so much room to stretch. Where I'm on the ground, I'll enjoy that tonight, and it's very warm as well. I'll keep very very warm in this. As Jeff on Jeff Isle of Wight's channel would say, toasty warm. And just a little bit of a shout out to Jeff at Jeff Isle of Wight. He's watch his videos all the time. Interesting guy, and I think he has like a bicycle with I think it's like a trailer. I think it's called a mule. He trails around, which is a good idea. I like the idea of that. But yeah, check his channel out. It's worth a watch. Okay, so there we go. You can see the size of it. It's a bag and a half, and that I'll be lovely and warm in that tonight. So I'm just cutting a fire, or digging a fire pit. I've got my shovel this time in my haste. It was a bit of a rush to get everything ready. Basically I got it ready as much as I could, but kind of shoved everything in the bag really, but anyway, that does the job. Give it a good clean up when I get back. There we are, cut the fire pit, so that's a nice turf. So I can just take that out. There we go. And I shall save that in the morning. That there. And then in the morning, let it go douse all this, clean around the edges, put that back, tamp it in with my feet, and you'd never know. And like I say, the landowner's very kind to give me permission to camp here, but of course we're not going to abuse that trust. Handy this little spot as well, because I've got quite a nice little stockpile of old wood that's been there a couple of years, I know that. And so I'm just going to saw some of that up for my firewood. That's only there, so that's very handy. So I'm just going to do that now. I think I might have to edit that out. A few more like that. 5 times that amount, that'd probably do me. So I'm just going to get my fire together now. What I'm going to do is I've made these, well, not made them, but cut these logs. The wood's quite damp, so and the ground is as well. So I've put these, split these little logs, and I'm going to make a lay to go in the bottom of the pit to help insulate the fire from the ground, just until it gets going. And then I'm going to light my fire on that fire lay there. This time I'm using birch bark, so I'm just going to scrape up a dust on that. And again, this is good stuff. And I did take this birch bark off of a dead tree. I found a fairly sizable dead birch at a reasonably local wood, and I took several nice slivers. I've got plenty of birch bark in stock, and again, it doesn't hurt to take it off of a dead tree. But what I did notice in the wood, there's actually mature birch in the wood. What I noticed was somebody or some people had been taking large sizes of birch bark, kind of that size by that, you know, sort of square, all the way around the girth of the tree on live trees. And it was such a shame, because as you walk around the wood, they hadn't just done it to one, they'd done it to a fair number. I'll probably say about 60% of the trees, and they had these horrible scars dotted and up and down the trunks, not just one place, but they'd obviously done several. And it's not good to take it from live trees if at all possible. Better much to find a dead one and take it off a dead one. Yeah, and it just, you know, it spoilt the look of the wood, really. You see all these birch trees with you know, these horrible scars all over them, and it doesn't do wild campers or bushcrafters' reputation any good. People see that, and understandably they're not going to be very happy about that. You can understand that, really. So guys, if you're taking birch bark, do us all a favour and take it from dead trees. Much more environmentally sympathetic. There we are. I've scraped some dust off the bark, and I've got myself some nice birch bark slivers, which I'm going to use just to help get it going. So I'll have those at the ready. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. Good stuff, especially if it's damp, it's good stuff. And like I say, it's quite damp. I managed to find some dry twigs and that. I found some dead standing, which was useful. But some of this will birch bark will help to give it a fairly good start. And it burns for a reasonable while. Quite like to know. It smells lovely. It does. Wonderful tree, the birch tree. I think so useful. There we go. As I say, it's quite damp, so we shall put it in gingerly. And the fire lay does help to insulate it from the ground. Gives it a bit of a boost. The cold and the damp from the ground could put it out, so always good to do that when it's wet and damp. There we are. It's just coming up to 5:10. It shows you how soon it gets dark now. The fire's just starting to take quite nicely, so we have something to eat shortly, which would be nice. So this is the view I'll have tonight of the fire. under the tarp now, so it'd be nice just to go to sleep right on the just with the tarp above, and it'd be nice to go to sleep tonight with a fire just out there. It's quite a calm, still, mild evening. I've really hit it, been quite fortunate the last few times. Last September's was really nice, and tonight is really quite mild for October. Like I say, it's I only just managed to do this one. It's the last day of October, the 31st. In the morning it'll be November. So this doesn't, I don't know, does it count for two? No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, just about managed to get October's in, which is very fortunate really. I've been so busy, what with one thing and another, and I'm doing my bathroom at the moment, and you know what they're like, redoing that, so, but it's great to be out. It's lovely. So I've got my trivet again over my little fire. I'm only having a little fire because I only want a little cook fire really, and just something to keep warm by. It's not too cold. Bit of celery going in there. Oh, it's hot. Fresh celery. That's there. I always think celery gives a nice flavour. Nice red pepper, straight in. As you can see, I like to eat pretty healthy. I'm not a great lover of sausages and all that sort of thing. I like a little bit of bacon now and again, but as a treat, I much prefer veg and stuff. Nettles, I eat a lot of nettles, very good for you. And as I understand it rightly, as you get older, and some men have problems with the old prostate, nettles apparently very good for that. It helps to prevent it becoming enlarged, so there you go. Always worth bearing that in mind. I think anything that's good for you and healthy, well... Oh, look at that baby. I don't know if you can see that. That's a nice hot chilli. Yeah, that's gonna... Seeds as well. I like things hot. That is gonna be... Whew, gonna blow my head off, that is. That'll keep me warm for the next week, I think. Lovely. Put the whole thing in. Apart from the stalk, we don't want that. And I've got some eggs. So I'm going to, when this is cooked, put my eggs in. I've got some sun-dried tomatoes, and I have to put those in, and then when that's all done, I shall put my noodles in. There's sun-dried tomatoes in that, chilies as you saw, mushrooms, celery. That's cooking lovely, that, and some red peppers. I'll cook that up, and then I shall add my noodles and sorry, my egg. I shall add I've got a couple of eggs put in next, and then toss that around, and then finally
I shall add my noodles, and that'll give me a lovely taste. I've got some fish sauce as well to add into that. But yeah, healthy camp food, lovely and very, very tasty. Nothing like cooking on open fire as well. That is cooking beautifully. I showed you in the last video the trivet. That's a great bonus, that a great help. It works really well. It's a lovely thing to cook on. Really pleased with that. So there we are. I've added my egg, I've added my noodles. Just heat that through, and that almost was good enough to eat. Tasty. So I've got a little bit of sweet chilli sauce in that as well, and some fish sauce, plenty of chilli. Yep, I should enjoy that. I am starving. Very hungry. Mind you, I'm always hungry. Not that I eat a huge amount, but I do enjoy my food. Mind you, I don't know anybody that doesn't. Of course, it's just about ready now. It looks delicious, but you never know until you actually taste it. Oh dear. Oh. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. That is delish. Oh. I think I've hit on a new recipe there, you know. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh. I just wish you could taste it. It's... Oh, that is just so good. Wow. Well, it's a lovely starlit night. It's a really clear sky and it's stars everywhere. Thousands of them. Well, more than thousands. Can't count how many there are. That's just the ones we can see. And always, it doesn't matter how many times you look at the stars, you never fail to be in awe of them. And it reminds me of why I believe in a creator as well, because the stars, the universe, moves with split-second precision. There is no greater timepiece than the universe. And you know, when you think about it, if you had a really good Swiss timepiece, a really good one, quality, and that Swiss timepiece keeps very accurate time, as we know they do, well, logic dictates surely that that timepiece, that Swiss timepiece, would need a designer and then a creator. Obvious. So it logically follows that if that small timepiece, which keeps time by the movement of the universe, if that small timepiece needs a designer and a maker, well then surely the greater timepiece, the immense, awesome universe, would also need a designer and a maker. That's what logic tells me, and many other people as well. There are a fair number of scientists that believe in an intelligent designer. But when you think about it, that logic can completely go out the window sometimes, because can you imagine you have that Swiss timepiece on your wrist? If somebody admired that watch and said, wow, that's a lovely watch you've got there, who makes that one, or who's that made by? And you said, well, nobody made it, it just got there somehow. I don't think you were crazy. I would say, no, come on, who made it? Because it's obvious that needed a maker and a designer. And yet when people admire the universe, some might ask, particularly youngsters, children, would ask, how did it get there? And the popular opinion is it just got there. How? Some big bang. Well, like I say, if a small timepiece needs a designer and a maker, then the big timepiece, which the small timepiece keeps time by, surely would need a designer and a maker. And I totally believe that that it did. To say that it just got there by some big bang, to me doesn't make sense at all, because big bangs or explosions destruct, they don't construct. So yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. A little campfire thought, a little chat as it were. We like to do that, but it is a beautiful evening. It really is gorgeous, and it's lovely to be out again. Yeah, it's lovely. So I'm enjoying this. So I'm just going to finish up now, and then I'm going to think I'm going to retire for the night. So I'll see you in the morning. As I say, I've had a really nice night. It's so still, and that was one of the best nights I've had wild camping. Slept lovely, and as a result I woke up feeling really refreshed and lively. So that's been great. So I'm just going to break camp now and get packed away. Well, there we are, all packed up and ready to go. That's October's wild camp done. Another 2 more, and that's the year through. But I say, I've just got through this one, and just managed to get this one by the skin of my teeth. But anyway, I did it, so that's the main thing. Lovely morning, really peaceful and quiet. The mist is just lifting now. But anyway, I'm packed up and ready to go. So thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate your views and your subs and your comments as well. Thank you for that, and long may it keep coming.
And if you've enjoyed the videos, and you do enjoy the videos, just remember, hit the subscribe button. That's helpful. And all being well, I'll see you for November's wild camp. So take care everybody, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.